Riviera is a brand new drama on SABC2 that airs every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. It tells the story of a 12-year-old Muslim girl, Rianna Isaacs, who has a lot of personal dreams and milestones that she wants to achieve during her upbringing in the Cape Flats. This dramedy, created and narrated by the incredible Quanita Adams, was also inspired by her very own life story. Quanita Adams and Damon, who plays the role of Rianna Isaacs, joins us now live to chat about this funny, gripping, moving series, The Riviera. Welcome to Afternoon Express, ladies.
Hi. Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Quanita, let me start with you. You need no introduction. Now you're the creator and narrator of The Riviera. Why is it so important for you to share your life story with audiences?
I think that I began to realize that as exceptional and kind of crazy as my personal family history was, it wasn't so unusual. You know, it tells the story of essentially a blended family, and the kind of family where half of the family is Muslim, half of the family is Christian. My grandmother who lived with us was actually a white woman who had given up everything that meant so that she could be with the man that she loved, who was not a white man, kind of in the height of apartheid South Africa. And I just think at a time in our country's history where more and more and more we're kind of losing touch with sometimes the reality of what those years were like, I wanted to reflect on a time in our country's past that really shows us that we're actually more alike than we are different. And I also wanted to tell the story of a Cape Flats that we don't often get to see on television. A Cape Flats that was complicated and complex, but at the same time provided a space for real joy at the same time.
Oh, thank you for that contribution to the narration of the Cape Flats, changing the perspective for all of us. Now, Kaylee, you are only 16 years old, and you're playing the lead role of Rianna Isaacs. How is it like playing an iconic character, and how did you prepare yourself for the role?
It was honestly such an honor to portray Quanita as a young girl, because I personally know that Quanita is such a role model to so many aspiring actors, including myself. So it was such a blessing. And the way that I prepared Laddie Bosch and Lucilla Blankenberg, the directors of The Riviera, sat with me for about 2 months every Monday, and we went through the episodes so they really helped me understand who Rianna was and what it was like living in the 80s.
And Kelly, you know, what was it like working with the likes of Quanita Adams, Quinn Arison, and Chantal Herman on this production? Those are major names.
For me, as a first-time actress, it was amazing to learn from them and to see them in action. It was amazing, and something I will never forget.
Now, how have you all been spending the last few weeks in lockdown? How did it affect your day-to-day lives? And did you learn anything new about yourselves during this time?
Well, I learned that I enjoy shopping online.
Yeah.
But I also learned that I don't think we're meant to be isolated and without our people for so long. I've learned to kind of value connections that I have with people. I've learned that there are different ways that we can hold each other. You know, I often say that, like, I'm holding you in my heart, and I look forward to the day when I can hold you with my arms again. So that's kind of what this lockdown has meant for me. I've also just, I've had a baby, so we've started a family. So it's meant that I get to spend this time just kind of getting to know this little human, getting to know my husband in this new way. And we're very fortunate that we have my mother with us. And so it's been really interesting.
Congratulations on the little one, Quanita. And for yourself, Kelly?
Thank you. I had to learn a lot more self-discipline according to my schoolwork, because there's a lot of self-teaching involved. But I also had to learn to adapt to not seeing my friends and my family on a daily basis, which is so difficult. And I miss them so much. But I think when we come out of quarantine, we'll learn to appreciate quality time with each other a lot more.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better. We've got so much to look forward to. Quinita, you are a mom, as you have said. Congratulations one more time. But now you're faced with raising your daughter under lockdown for an indefinite future. So are you trying to re-look at how you're going to raise her, how you're going to integrate her into the big, wide world?
I mean, obviously these thoughts are kind of paramount in our heads at the moment, but also she's about to be 1 month old, and to be quite honest, it's so full on. We're so busy just like making sure that she's okay and that we're okay, that we don't really have time to think about the future. You know, it's very like forces you to be in the moment. But my husband and I were joking recently that like there's gonna come a time when we're gonna have to explain what the world used to be like, you know, and we were like, you know, when we were your age, we would just put our arms around people, and she'd be like, what? And we're like, yes, we used to call those hugs. And she would be like, what? That's crazy. And I'm like, sometimes you used to shake hands with people, even spit in your hands and shake hands to seal a deal, and that's how you knew you were serious. And in France, people used to kiss each other on the cheek 3 times, and she'd be like, ew, that's so weird. Like, why would you even do that? And I'd be like, yeah, and sometimes when you'd go to a store, you'd stand behind people with your trolley, yes. And she'd be like, and you just used to touch each other with your hands. And so we were joking that like one day we're going to have to explain a time before Corona, and she's going to be so freaked out to be like, but why would you do that? Why would you just kiss someone and leave the kiss on the cheek, you know? So I think it's a new world for all of us. I think we're kind of in the space where we're learning as we grow. And I just want to say that in spite of some people that are not behaving to the best of their ability, I do want to like really reach out to my fellow South Africans and say I think we're doing a really good job with what we have in terms of trying to stay ahead of this thing. I think we can be proud of ourselves. As difficult as it is, I think more people are rising to the challenge than not.
Yeah.
And hopefully we see the end of this sooner rather than later.
Yeah, beautifully said. And for yourself, Kelly, the story of the Riviera is quite an inspiring one. So what words of inspiration do you have for your generation?
I think as South Africans, we are all so resilient, and if any country can get through this quarantine and disease, we can. Honestly, I have so much faith in our country, and I know that we will all be safe, and we'll just need to stay home, and we can all just get through this together.
I love it. I love the positivity. Finally, ladies, before we let go of you, you've got the Riviera out right now. A message to the viewers that tune in every week, Quanita.
I just want to say to the viewers, thank you so much for tuning in every week, for coming out, for messaging, for responding, for getting on the social medias, for showing your love and support. It really is very encouraging to know that my story resonates with people in this country and people abroad. Like, I've had people overseas who tune in on the social media when the episodes get uploaded and watched online. I just want to say thank you so much for continuing to support me in my career. Thank you so much for reaching out and supporting this incredible cast as they tell this really funny story about a time in 1989 on the King Flats.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining us. Cheers.
Thank you. Bye.